Island review, so let's get into it. So guys, this episode was a really good episode. It had a really good starting. I loved the starting, because you know why? My beautiful queen Ekin Su has delivered it again with another banger. Okay, so it started off with it being late night. Jay decided to have a conversation with Ekin Su, and he wanted to like tell her that, hey, I am interested in getting to know Paige. If that's all right with you, I just wanted to get to know her and see if there's any sort of connection, like, and if the connection is stronger, if it's stronger or not as strong as I have with you. At the beginning, yeah, Ekin Su was cool, calm, and collected, and then I was just thinking, like, why were the trailers showing her like she is a villain, like she is exploding and stuff like that? But I'm just like, something must have happened, because Ekin Su was moving a bit. Wow, she was angry. Ekin Su was angry. Anyways, so she was like, that's cool, calm, collected, all that kind of stuff. Then Jay goes to relay that information to Dami in India, and then Ekin Su went to the girls' bedroom, and there's a massive mirror and she's talking to herself. The scene then cuts off to then show that Jay then talks to Jax to just to let him know that he wants to get to know Paige, and wants to explore his options and stuff like that. And Jax was pretty much like, yeah, crack on mate, crack on, do whatever you like, crack on. And I'm sorry, but if I was with a person and the person is like telling me crack on with another person, I wouldn't generally feel happy about it. I know it's the game and that's the concept of the game, you need to get to know other people, but I understood why Paige was crying, because it doesn't make you feel like, it's like you're trying to push that person away from you. But anyways, before we get into that, now we switch back to Ekin Su. Ekin Su is talking in the mirror and just telling herself, am I a mug? Do I have mug written in my forehead? Like, if I could have the Kermit frog, where it's Kermit and his evil side, that is what Ekin Su was doing with that mirror. She was just like, am I a mug? Am I a mug? She literally then turned around and said, Jay, can I have a word with you? And then boom, telling him all sorts. You're an actor, clap for yourself, you are a mug, you have mug written on your forehead, you played me, all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, flames. Burn the villa down, because that's the type of drama I wanted, I craved for. It was everything I wanted. So I was just like, yes, Ekin Su, bring in the drama that I always wanted. So that obviously happened. Ekin Su then walks off out of that situation like she did to Davide. Then after it goes to the what's it called, the kitchen, and from the kitchen Jay was there and saying, yeah, but like, telling him people should be allowed to get to know others, and he was on Jay's side. Okay, I understood where Ekin Su is coming from. I'm actually team Ekin Su in this thing. Jay never wanted to be with Ekin Su from the get-go. Jay just knew Ekin Su was an easy target, because from the way Ekin Su was moving, and plus he knew that Davide's and Ekin Su's relationship was fragile. It was very fragile. So he obviously picked Ekin Su because it was easy just to like, get into that relationship and just break everything down and, and stuff like that. So it was just like, wow, Jay, we all knew your game. Like he's a game player, and ever since he knew that him and Ekin Su are least favorite, obviously he's gonna go for Paige, because before he came into the villa, Paige was the most liked person. Everyone loved Paige. Till this day, people love Paige. So it was just like, oh, like, it's kind of tactical. Like, you didn't even look at Paige when she came in. You didn't do anything, and now you're trying to all sweet talk her and telling her, when I went into the villa, I had my eyes on you, but I just didn't speak to you. It's all absolutely nonsense. It's just talking nonsense at this moment. So I did not appreciate I didn't appreciate Jax actually butting in and then start shouting at her. I felt like it was them sort of ganging up on her and being a bully. And I also noticed there's a lot of slut shaming in this season of Love Island, which I don't actually appreciate either. It's like what Ekin Su is doing is a lot of what other guys do to girls at the end of the day. It's just that for some reason, the guys are so blinded by that and they just think that, oh my God, Ekin Su, da 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 da. I'm not saying all guys do that, but there's some guys that actually do the way Ekin Su does. But the guys all there are just slut shaming, and I just don't appreciate that. Like, at the end of the day, they could have done the same thing with what Luca was doing. Luca wanted Paige, Luca wanted Tasha, Luca now got Gemma. so it's just like, you could say the same thing with what Luca was doing as well, and how Luca treated Davide as well. But it's like people completely disregarded that situation when Luca did the same thing what Ekin Su did. The only thing he didn't do was kiss someone in the terrace. But in terms of not communicating to the boys about him having feelings to these other girls, Luca did exactly the same. But disregarding that anyways, there's also a new boy in the villa. I'm so sorry, you need to go home at this point. Charlie, I'm so sorry, there is nothing for me to add. All he is doing is getting to know the girls. What I will say, I do love the other bombshell, which is Antigone. I'm so sorry if I'm saying her name wrong, but Antigone, your personality, chef's kiss, A1. I love your personality, I love that you're bubbly, but I do hope you do find someone, because at this very moment, I just feel like Jay, I don't know if he's gonna pick you, or if he's gonna pick Paige, or if he's gonna pick Ekin Su. Tomorrow is the recoupling, so tomorrow's episode will be so bloody juicy. We'll love it. Another thing that I wanted to point out as well was that Davide finally kissed Danica. I was so worried yesterday. I was just like, yo, I feel bad for Danica because she had the worst thing ever. She came into the villa. Bear in mind, she wanted to copy a little bit of Ekin Su because we all liked her entrance when she came. But obviously that didn't work for Danica. But she went there and she was just like, I don't know, I felt like she was trying to copy Ekin Su. And, but I just felt like the producers didn't give enough chance for her, like in terms of getting to know the boys. Like, she had to go on a date with Luca, and imagine Luca didn't even want to be on a date with her, and she had to couple up without knowing any of the guys. So it was sort of just like, you see. And I'm just really happy that finally Davide and Danica kissed. I was so surprised that Davide gave her a kiss, and I'm starting to realize Davide's banter. Some people might see his banter as him being arrogant, but I feel like it's just his banter. He's not being arrogant. It's just, that's just how, he's not being serious. He's not serious, basically. So, which I kind of find is funny. I generally find his character development really funny. He just doesn't care. He's very nonchalant about everything in the villa, what happens in the villa. But I do find that, yeah, he definitely does know that and believes that he's very good looking, which isn't the best trait to have, because girls tend to like stay away from guys that are like that. Another thing as well, when it was the next following day, and obviously the girls were at the terrace having their morning catch-ups and stuff like that. Indy, your facial expression every single time that Ekin Su speaks is hilarious. Queen of facial expressions. Like, you can tell that India doesn't agree with what the Ekin Su has to say regarding the whole situation, especially when the fact that she said that she did nothing wrong. India's face was just like, I like how she just itches her head and just like looks away. Like, I find it so funny. But also like her friendship development that she's having with Antigone. I think it's also because they're both from London, you know, being in London, they can also relate on things in London. I think Antigone is from South London, so yeah, they can just relate. So the boring bombshell, Charlie, I'm really sorry, like there's literally team furniture at this moment. He received a text saying that he's gonna go on a date and he had to pick 2 islanders, so 2 girls, and he decided to pick Ekin Su, and he also decided to pick Tasha. The date with Ekin Su is a great person, like she knows how to talk to people, so I just felt like that date was just like, meh, whatever. I wasn't too interested in what they were having to say. The person that I was sort of like a bit like that was Tasha. In the beginning, during the night, when he first came in, she said to him that she wasn't really interested in getting to know, she could just keep it at a friend's level. But on this date where they were in jacuzzi, I was so surprised that she was just like, oh my god, like I want to get to know you, like I'm open, da da da, all that kind of stuff. Because I said this from day dot. Tasha never liked Andrew. She's just using Andrew as a placeholder, and Andrew is too blind to see it. The producers as well are not sending in girls that are targeting Andrew. That's the thing as well. So Andrew as well hasn't been able to explore his options. There's been a lot more guys that have been taking Tasha on a date and all that kind of stuff, but they haven't been there's no girls that have been taking Andrew on a date. So it's kind of hard for him as well. Like, we can all be like, oh my god, Tasha this, Tasha that, but at the same time, Andrew hasn't been tested himself. They've been sending in like a couple of boys that have been taking Tasha on a date. But I was kind of surprised when she did say that she's interested. I was just like, ooh, I know. So I'm kind of excited how tomorrow's gonna plan out. It could be, because from what they're gonna show tomorrow, it looks like Andrew will later on find out that she's interested in this new guy, and then there'll also be a recoupling where the boys will have to pick. All of that is just gonna go crazy. So there might be a possibility that Andrew actually might go home. Not Andrew. No, sorry, the boys will pick. The boys will pick. So there might be a possibility that one of the girls might go home. I hope it's not Antigone. She only just entered. I hope that someone does pick her, but I'm afraid that someone might not, because this episode I haven't seen her grafting that much. Sorry guys if I'm going so much like into my words. I don't know, I'm just tired from work. But other than that, the episode was A1. Even though towards the end it was kind of getting boring, but it was really, really good. Jay was also speaking to Paige, and yeah, Paige, I think she got advice from India, and India gave her really good advice for her to be open-minded, because when new girls will come in, you know, or if there's Casa Amor, Jax, I'm very sorry, we'll just ditch her. We'll just say bye-bye and then talk to the other girls and get to know them. But it's just that the girls that have been coming in haven't been showing any interest towards him other than Danica, but I think Danica is more attracted to Davide than she is to Jax. But like I was saying, so that made Paige open up to, you know, talking to Jay. I do think Paige and Jay make more sense than Paige and Jax. I just don't, I like Jax, but I don't like them together. I like them separated. So I prefer if Paige would go with Jay, because it just makes more sense. Their personality is very similar and they have very similar interests. But anyway guys, I hope you really liked this video. I'll be back with another Love Island review. Do comment down below for your opinions. What do you think about the show? Who's your favourite islanders? Who's your least favourite islanders? And yeah, and don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And also do make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I release my next Love Island review. Anyway guys, bye.